Okay, so this is my response to the open records decision. So basically the one that I chose was Joseph Bryan versus the University of Louisville. I picked that one, obviously. I'm a Louisville fan, from right outside of Louisville, so it's basically like my second home. And I just saw Louisville, so I was like, oh heck yeah, like I'm gonna pick that one. But so basically what it was, I'm not gonna lie, this one was a little complicated to read. I didn't understand quite a bit of it because like the big complicated words really get to me. But from what I understood was that Joseph Bryan requested on, I believe it was July 10th. Yes, on July 10th, requested records related to a like hotline complaint that involved him, or involved the university police taking action against him. So I assume the complaint probably had something to do with him. And then the university sent like an automated, I think it was the same thing, response, like basically right after he sent it in, like, oh, thank you, you know, for your request, like we'll get back to you, basically is what it said. It stated that they would get back to him within 3 business days. So July 21st rolls around and he still has not been given a response or anything. So under the Records Act, the public agency, I'm just reading what it says so that way I can explain this better. A public agency shall determine within 5 business days after the receipt of any such request whether to comply with the request, and shall notify in writing the person making the request within the 5-day period of its decision. Which I didn't understand until I kept reading. So basically what I believe that means is that from the day that he requested it, it was a Saturday, a Sunday? It was a Saturday. So technically the business days would not have started until Monday, like the next Monday, so July 12th. Which is probably when they would have received the request anyways, because therefore that would have been the first business day. They would have had 5 business days to get that to him, and they still didn't know. Even if that was the case, they still didn't get it to him. I think like 11 days passed, and he still hadn't heard anything. Yeah, so they were supposed to have sent it to him by Friday, July 16th, and they never did. And then, where's the next part? There's a lot of big words and things that I don't understand. So I'm trying to like sum it up the best I can. So yeah, so because they didn't respond within 5 business days, it violated the act. What's the next part? I literally had this all read and then I was really confused and I was just gonna wing it. Oh yeah, so then, sorry, had to catch myself back up. So then they as in like the university, requested the case number, just to determine like if the records actually exist. So that way if they found out like if they did exist, it would conclude the time needed to respond. So they look for these records, whatever. They send him, where was it at? Oh, on July 29th, they sent him, so 19 days later, they send him, records, but literally none of it had anything to do with what he was requesting to see. He said that, I believe what he was trying to find out was who made the claim against him that got the police involved. And when they sent him the complaint, it had no mention of anybody in it. So the university claimed that their hotline is like, there's an option to, I think you can call or like write like a complaint or something like that. And there's an option to be anonymous. So when they sent him the records and there was no like name on it, they were like, okay, well, they probably did it anonymously, but there's no way to like prove that we even have these records, like, you know, like there's no way to prove that we have the record of the person saying their name or something like that. Oh, via email. That's what it is. Via email, or they can call. Or no, sorry, email or written complaint. So they could have hidden their identity. So reading what this says, a written record containing the identity of the complainant who utilized a hotline do exist in the agency's possessions. Thus, this office cannot find that the university violated the act when it did not provide a record that does not exist within its possession. So basically they're saying like that it didn't exist in their possession, like they didn't actually have the record, but they have the record of the complaint, they just don't have the record of the person. If that's what I'm understanding from this, that is what I believe they are saying. So they violated the act in the sense of they didn't get back to him in the correct amount of time, but they didn't violate it in the sense that they couldn't give him something that they didn't have. If that makes sense. If I even explained that right. I believe that I did. So yeah. So that's my response. If any of that made sense, I'm so sorry if it didn't. So yeah.